Alright guys, so this is Mark Rodriguez here. You're watching Mark's Out Wrestling Aftershock Reviews, where it's still real to me. And yes, this is a live stream version of it. It's just a little bit quicker. Gets my thoughts more raw and out there. It's like, all in the first take, no pressure or anything. And also just, a little different here and there. So yeah, it was a pretty good night. It was me, Chuck Rodriguez, Minnie Rodriguez, another friend of ours who's a good wrestling fan. He's actually the guy that took us to Pittsburgh that other time to check out AEW Live, so that's pretty cool. We're still waiting for AEW to come back to Pittsburgh. We're hoping that they come back like later in the year. I'm not too happy that they're in Philly. And then they like just jump to Houston. I'm like, yo, we're here, and we love you guys, like don't forget us, So we'll see what happens there. But I'm pretty sure that later on, maybe more in the wintertime or something like that, they'll come back, or at least in the fall. I don't know. Just don't do it when it's all snowing like all hell, But anyways, we got the big pay-per-view, AEW Revolution. I didn't really think about it until they brought it up, but this was like the first pay-per-view where everything was built up based on the actual show. This is all stuff continuing from AEW Dynamite. The last one, AEW Full Gear, there were still some elements and things from Dynamite, but most of it was still based on the previous pay-per-views. This is the first pay-per-view where it's building up on all the feuds and all the things that happened in the episodes of Dynamite, so it's pretty cool. And I did my predictions with Chuck Rodriguez. That's only available on LBRY because, YouTube and their stupid child policies. We did have Minnie Rodriguez there. And again, like I said, it's like the weird conflict between, there's a kid in the video, but I wouldn't really say the video's like for kids. Because we're talking about wrestling and people getting, cut up and beat up and we swear and the kid swears too. I mean, you can't control kids. They say what they say and stuff like that. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it, like, there are some things that, like, I don't know. Like, there are certain videos or, like South Park, for example, like, it might have kids in it, but I wouldn't say it's for kids. So I don't know. But anyways, to avoid the whole thing, our predictions are only on Library. You can check that out with me and Chuck talking about it. And also, I did do a podcast with Jack Knives. Of course, Jack Knives is a huge wrestling fan. He knows way more about it than I do. He's the guy that talks about like the New Japan Pro Wrestling and also the G1 Climax and stuff like that. So, we had a Discord chat. It's on his channel. It's both on YouTube and Library. And I'll, of course, post the links below to check it out. It's pretty cool. And we might actually do another podcast later on. So we're going to probably be talking about Revolution for a couple of days. So we might do another like follow-up podcast to compare our predictions with what really happened here and there. And I'll try my best to remember what I said during both of those times as we compare what happened here and there. So, the first thing that's kind of interesting, apparently there was a dark match here, which was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with Penelope Ford, with, of course, Kip Sapien just to be there, I guess, going up against Riho and Yuka Sakazaki, and Britt Baker and Penelope Ford won, and I'm surprised they got a dark match. I mean, they could have put that in the buy-in, I don't know if they're going to put that as part of AEW Dark, possibly. I don't know. But that was kind of weird. I mean, that's why we have AEW Dark or the buy-in. Put it during the buy-in. The buy-in was only like half an hour so long, But what can I say? So anyways, as for the buy-in match, the first match we had here was SCU with Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky going up against the Dark Order, Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. And apparently with the rumors that Christopher Daniels could possibly be the Exalted One, they were kind of like, just to be sure, why don't you wait in the back? Why don't you sit this one out, bro? And he's like, really, guys, you gonna believe that shit? But, it's like, yeah, like, we don't believe it, but stay in the back. So they had the match without him there, and the Dark Order were there. They had these new guys, these jobber guys, I think. They're part of the Dark Order. They don't do the creepers anymore. I guess they got creeper masks, but they don't do the creeper things anymore. I do miss that. I do like when they all get together and they kind of become like Evil Uno's throne and stuff. But, yeah. So basically, originally, I voted for SCU. And I think everyone else, Jack Knives and Chuck and them, voted for the Dark Order. And what can I say? It was a pretty good match. Lots of back and forth. Everyone got to show off their moves. Evil Uno shows off his moves as well. He's the kind of guy that if you're making fun of him because he's kind of a heavy set guy, it's like I would like to see you do the kind of moves he does. He's pretty quick, pretty agile for his size and everything. And yeah, it surprised me. The Dark Order, not only did they win, but they actually won clean. There were no shenanigans. There was nothing cheesy going on and stuff like that. But even though the Dark Order won, they of course start ganging up on SCU. They start beating them up between them and the Jobber guys. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes in with all covered up with a big like kind of like a druid type robe or whatever. And you're like, holy shit, the Exalted One. And I was surprised. I was like, come on, dude, like you can't like you're gonna do that now in the buy-in or whatever. And yeah, it was Christopher Daniels. And you do it in a moment that there's that brief moment of, is he really the Exalted One or is he playing along? But yeah, he was playing along. He goes in there, he attacks the Dark Order, they start fighting it out. And then to make it even more surprising and more random, Colt Cabana comes in and everyone loses their shit. My friends lose their shit. I've heard of him, I've seen him here and there, but I think I saw him during that one match. He was forced to fight a girl on Rise and he didn't want to like fight, but the girl, I think, was it Maya Yim? I don't know. But either ways, yeah, everyone lost their shit, and Colt Cabana is apparently all in, all elite. And he was there, he helped them win, and, the Dark Order won, of course, but SCU and Colt Cabana stood tall, and we have yet to see who is the Exalted One. Like I said, it'll probably be in a very special episode, where they really hype it up, like don't miss the next episode, we're going to see who he is, or it'll be for a pay-per-view. I don't think we're going to do it like that. And not for the buy-in. Like, definitely not for the buy-in and stuff like that. And, let me see here. Okay, so now for the actual event, now for the actual AEW Revolution, pay-per-view proper. The first match we had, I was surprised to start off with this one right away. The first match we had was Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, going up against Jake Hager, who's of course the muscle from, the muscle of the Inner Circle, Chris Jericho's group. And it is his first time that he actually, it's in the ring, because he was actually just, just there. He's just there. He's just the muscle. He's an extra guy to help beat up people and cheat and whatever. But he never actually had an actual match. He, of course, is the guy that broke Dustin's arm in the car, just slammed that car door on his arm or whatever. So now it's payback time. And I know that in the past he was doing MMA matches in real life outside of wrestling, so they didn't want to risk him, taking a bump or whatever and all that stuff. So he couldn't really participate in the match, but now he can. So there you go. And yeah, it's a pretty good match. I do like how Dustin just went all out. They went all out for the payback. Like, it really made him look like, I believe that Dustin could take this guy down. I still love how AEW just gave this guy a second chance. And yeah, sweet payback, because now Dustin was messing with his arm. Now he was bashing his arm against the ring post and against the steel, the steel steps or whatever. He was fucking up his arm and everything. A lot of revenge there. And the weird thing was, and this is so weird, there was this random woman with a pink purplish dress that was in the crowd, and we were kind of suspicious of her because the camera kept panning at her, and we were all like, yeah, something's gonna happen there. And Hager comes in and kisses her, but it's random though. It's not like his, I don't know if it's his wife, his girlfriend or whatever, because I got some friends that know all that wrestling shit. They would have told me oh, that's his wife. No, it's just his random girl. I guess it's whoever he's dating nowadays. I don't know. She was just there, and the camera kept panning to her, so we're thinking, well, something's gonna happen, right? So during the match, she kept distracting, whenever they were out in the ring, she distracted Dustin, and then surprisingly, Dustin just kissed her to shut her up. And so of course Hager took that moment to attack him and stuff. So it was a distraction. It was interesting. And yeah, so in the end, Hager actually won. Hager got him in this, I think it's got a triangle hold. I remember it was triangle hold. Someone told me it's an MMA move. And, I keep trying to say Gold Dust, but Gold Dust is gone. It's just Dustin now. But Dustin tried to fight it out and everything, but he was knocked out. He was unconscious. and Hager won the match. Now, I was, of course, going for Dustin, and I think most of my friends were going for Hager, so I guess they're right. He won, but I was wrong. I was voting for Dustin. Like, I know in a certain way, I guess Hager had to win because it was his big chance to come out, and, like, if he just loses right away on his first actual match, well, like, there goes his credibility. But I don't know. Dustin's, like, a loss to Dustin, at least the AEW version of Dustin, isn't really that bad. He's still very skilled, especially if they both go all out. So you can kind of tell that, that either one could have won. Now, one of my friends did say that the submission move really sucked. Like, he wished that it was something more dramatic, like some super badass slam or something like that. Like, he said that the triangle thing does make sense in MMA. It is devastating in MMA, but like for wrestling, like it would have just looked more badass if it was like, something more spectacular. Like even for me, like I saw it as him winning the match, but if that's gonna be his finisher, like his actual finisher, not just him doing one of his many moves, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. He could have done something more badass than that, so I kind of agree there. But either way, Jake Hager puts away Dustin and clean, no interference, no inner circle guys. It was clean. That was kind of surprising. So then we had Darby Allin going up against Sammy Guevara. Of course, they've been having a lot of in your face things going on the last couple of weeks and everything. So now it's time for payback. And what can I say? This was one hell of a sweet match. I like how Darby is just a guy. Like, I guess he's a face, but he's not really so whatever. So he doesn't really have to like do the rules. He doesn't really play by the rules. He just came in, he skateboarded down. He just attacked the hell out of Sammy before they even rang the bell. Just beat the crap out of him. Going to the ring. It was just good back and forth because like you felt the anger of Darby just attacking the fuck out of him. Of course, Sammy Guevara still shows his skill. He's not easy to take down. He still did manage to hit him and stuff. Get him kind of injured, so the match would be a bit more even-sided and everything. But of course, we all know Darby Allin, like I guess he drives on the pain, so he's like beat up like a bunch, like a hump, a lump there on the floor, but he can still get up and surprise and do some moves. And yeah, it was pretty intense. There was a cool Spanish fly type move off the ropes between the two of them. That was pretty awesome. It was kind of moves where both of them kind of took the brunt of it. There was a pretty awesome table spot too. That's pretty cool. And yeah, near the end, Allen just slammed him down. It was like, holy shit to see that. And he still got up and he still nailed the coffin drop from such a fucking distance. It was like picture perfect, but it was like from such a distance. And we weren't sure Sammy was gonna, get out of the way or whatever. But no, he took the hit. He got pinned and he won. And it looked like Darby wasn't like done quite yet. He wanted to fuck him up even more. But then of course Hager came in and grabbed Guerrero and pulled him away. So he didn't really interfere. He just came in at the end to pull him away. So that was kind of cool. So that's two matches with the inner circle without interference, or at least not direct interference in the match. And I did like that after Hager was dragging him away, Darby was still pointing at him and doing like the whole, like you're next and all that shit. So I don't know. Darby versus Hager would be kind of cool. And of course, Sammy looked pissed. So I don't know. Might still be a rematch or so because, I mean, it's not over yet. He's pissed. So I want to see that. I want to see that match. But of course, I believe all of us were voting for Darby. But I don't remember about Jack Knight's choice. I do know that Minnie Rodriguez is a big fan of Darby Allin. So she most likely, she was I think she was undecided because she liked both Darby and Sammy Guevara. So I don't know. So basically speaking, I think all of us won that one. I think we all went for Darby unless Jack Knives chose Guevara. I don't know. I have to watch. It feels like forever ago, but I can rewatch that again. And I'm sure he has it written down because we're going to kind of go back and forth on it again later. So we'll see. And then we have, holy shit, this was like the match of the night, to be honest. This was like, holy crap. So the Young Bucks going up against Kenny Omega and Hangman Page for the tag team titles. And of course, the writing's on the wall that Hangman Page is not like getting along with the Elite that well. He's not getting along with the Young Bucks and everything, especially with Nick Jackson between the two of them. and like you can tell he kind of sort of puts up with Kenny Omega, but he doesn't like how like whenever they win or something, everyone's like all over Kenny and kind of ignoring Hangman, or the Young Bucks are all over Kenny, and Hangman just like kind of left out or whatever. So like they've been building up that animosity, and of course Hangman Page caring more about drinking beer than taking this fight seriously or whatever. So that's the thing. So yeah, it was a hell of a match. Lots of good storytelling. It was like, well, first of all, Kenny Omega came in already bandaged up a bit. He had that tape and stuff because of that 30-minute Iron Man match against Pac that he won, by the way. But holy shit, those two are fucking each other up during that match. There was another insane table spot there too. It was just crazy. But yeah, he had tape and stuff. The damage was done, and so yeah, that's a good spot. Beginning of the match, I do like that they were kind of fighting it out a little bit, and it was kind of like Kenny kind of wanted to go over there to tag Hangman in, and I guess Matt wanted to go over there to tag Nick in, but they had to kind of get past each other, but they're still like friends, so they kind of gave each other a high five. They politely let themselves just walk past each other without confrontation and tag their partners in. That was kind of cool. The fighting was all over the place. You notice that like it's so subtle, but you notice that like Kenny Omega and all them, like when he's fighting, he's trying not to like overdo it. I guess not hurt them too much, or if he does slam them down, it's kind of like bro, please just stay down. Don't kick out. Just stay down. But when Hangman's at them, Hangman's like fucking attacking them and beating the shit out of them. Like you see the hatred, and of course Nick spat in his face and everything. So that started even more shit. They're both like just clubbing the fuck out of each other. It was just crazy, man. And then there was the part where I think Nick was the hothead there. He was just so pissed, like just attacking, that he started like attacking Kenny Omega and beating him down. He like ripped off the tape and started targeting like the bad shoulder and everything and attacking him. Like, and it was like he was seeing red. He was like so crazy that Matt had to come in and pull him off and be like, dude, what are you doing? This is our friend, man. Like even though you can't hear it, because you're so far away and all that shit, but like the body language kind of tells you, and they make it all like, and it's like wrestling, but they make it all dramatic because like he still has Kenny's tape in his hands, so he's still like looking at the tape, and he's kind of like oh shit, like what have I done, dude? And he starts like making sure that Kenny's all right and everything. And then like I said, eventually Kenny keeps like trying to slam him, trying to take him down with the driver 185, whatever it's called, and all the other moves, just trying to take him down, and kind of like like dude, please just stay down and end the match. Don't make me hurt you anymore. But of course the Young Bucks, they want that fucking title, and yeah, it was amazing. It was fucking amazing. And then I remember, I guess one of the Young Bucks has a bad back too, so they started attacking his back a lot. It's been hinted that during his career he had a bad back, so they start targeting it. He was trying to do that I forgot what the exact word is, that setup or whatever, where he does that double suplex on both Omega and Hangman. He only did it like twice, and he was just too hurt to do it a third time. Like, holy shit. And then, like, near the end, there was a moment where Kenny was going to try to take out one of the Young Bucks with the One-Wing Angel, but, like, he couldn't. He got they attacked him and everything. They threw him out of the ring. So Hangman came in, and Hangman was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. He grabs the Young Buck, whichever one it was, and sent him down with the One-Wing Angel. We're like, holy shit, the One-Wing Angel. Holy fucking crap. That was like so amazing. And the thing is, he still kicked out. The match was like going on for a while now. That would have been like the perfect way to end it. And the guy still kicked out. And we're like, holy shit, he kicked out. It was crazy, So, in the end, the brothers still fought it out, some more. And yeah, they just ended it perfectly. They ended it in a way with the combination of the Hangman Page Buckshot Lariat and the Kenny Omega B trigger at the exact same time. They took him out. The other brother was down and out. So, 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page still retain. And yeah, so they're still champions. I actually voted for Omega and Hangman. I was probably the only one that did. Everyone else was predicting the Young Bucks. Everyone thought that Hangman was gonna like turn heel during the match and fuck it up and cost him the match. But like I don't know, I knew that was gonna probably happen, but for some reason I thought it was gonna happen after the match, and I was right. So I got that one right. I finally got one right because I always get them wrong. Like damn. So yeah. They do a thing where they all, get up, they show respect, they all hug each other and stuff. But again, Hangman just don't wanna. He's just stepping away. They try to get him. Kenny tries to get him over. He just doesn't want to associate with the Young Bucks. He just leaves. And there's this moment where they're trying to build up, which is similar to MJF and Cody, what they were doing before. There's a moment where Hangman is just staring at Kenny while Kenny's got his back to him. And while nothing happened just yet, I guess that's like the wrestling type subtlety that a heel turn is coming, a double cross is coming, It's kind of like MJF did a lot of little mini fake outs here and there before he finally betrayed Cody. We all saw it coming. It's kind of the same thing here. He's also hinting that he's going to betray Omega sooner or later. But I don't know. I kind of wish they wouldn't do it make it so obvious so that when it happens it's more of a surprise. But I guess you have to kind of plant the seeds there a little, right? But, dude, match of the night. There was just so much emotion, so much things. They were also, what can I say? They were also referencing the villain. They were doing the chicken wing attack, which is something that he's very good at doing. They were doing the fake out where he was trying to kick the brothers. One of them, I think it was Hangman Page, was trying to, I forgot which one it was, but they were doing a fake out where they're going to kick your face, and the guy covers his face to protect himself, but no, he's faking it. He actually kicks out his knee instead, and apparently that's one of Marty Skull's techniques. But I do know about the chicken wing. I do know that he's the master of the chicken wing, so we did see a couple of things like that, so that was pretty cool. But, wow, that match was amazing. That match was amazing. Had us screaming and yelling and everything. So, anyways, unfortunately, other match was still kind of slow, a little bit slow. The one that followed up was the women's champion Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander, the Alien. And yeah, what can I say? The match wasn't that bad. I did like that compared to the tinier women that Nyla usually goes up against. Chris is like a bigger gal. She's thick and everything, but she looks more believable. She looks like someone that can, toss Nyla around here and there. Like what's Riho gonna do? Unfortunately, Riho's cool and she has skill, but she has to rely so much on her speed and cunning because she's just so tiny. And Chris looks like someone that can actually fuck her up. So, it was a decent match here and there. Nyla, of course, slamming her over the place. Chris showing that she's not intimidated and still, stepping up and attacking her and things like that. But, in the end, I believe Nyla and Chris were both at the top of the rope or something. And just the way Nyla, like left off and threw Chris, it was so weird. It looked almost like a mini botch or something, because like Chris landed right in the back of her neck too. It was a very dangerous move, and that ended the match right there. After that, Chris was out, and 1, 2, 3, Nyla won. Now, yeah, coming off like that epic match with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Hangman. I mean, any match after that would have been a tough act to follow. I guess it was kind of a good breather match. The crowd was still popping, though. I was surprised the crowd was still popping despite the other match, They didn't lose their voices. But, yeah, that was probably one of the most, I hate to say it about women matches, but it was probably the most so-so match of the night. I don't know. I think there could have been more cooler moments and things like that. The bigger thing was that final move because it looked so dangerous. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck are they doing? So that looked more intense, but for the wrong reasons, But Nyla retains. I believe all of us voted for Nyla because I just feel it was too. No, I don't know. Actually, I think Chuck Rodriguez voted for Chris Statlander, his future wife. I guess I won't tell Penelope Ford about that, but. Yeah, that's the thing. I think all of us voted for Nyla Rose except for Chuck Rodriguez because I think most of us felt that that's just too soon. She just won the title. Have her, break some bitches some more before she finally loses it against someone else. Or maybe in a rematch. Chris can't take her down. I do agree with them though. Chris does look like future champion material, but give Nyla some more time in the ring to see what happens. I do want to see like Big Swole go up against her. I do want to see Shanna go up against her and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. And also, Hikaru Shida, but on a one-on-one match. She's always there in a triple woman match. I do want to see her go against her. I actually want to see Britt Baker go against her as well, like solo. So we'll see what happens. There's still a lot of competitors out there. We'll see what happens there. So now we have MJF with Wardlow there going up against Cody, and Cody had Brandy Rhodes with him, and he also had Arn Anderson with him. And yeah, the thing that surprises the most about Cody is that he actually has a new tattoo. Weird. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. He has the what do you call it? The Nightmare Family symbol. It's, I don't know, it kind of looks like the maple leaf with a skull face, whatever. And it's got the American colors on it because, he's American Nightmare. And it's on his neck around here. And I don't know, like, I was so confused because at first I thought that it was face paint, special big pay-per-view face paint or whatever. But no, it was a tattoo. And then I saw it on Instagram, like, check out Cody's new ink. So, of course, it's a tattoo. A friend of mine commented it's pretty dangerous because he did not have that tattoo on, like, the last... No, wait a minute. You know what? Now that I think about it, no. No, because Cody didn't have the tattoo when he fought against Wardlow in the Steel Cage match. But Cody was not anywhere in the last episode of Dynamite. I remember people were talking about, like, yo, where Cody at? Like, there was no appearance of Cody in the last episode of Dynamite, the last episode before the pay-per-view. So, yeah, he could have gotten a tattoo, like, right after the match with Wardlow, after he healed up and stuff, and then have a whole week or so to heal up. Yeah, not that bad. But still, I'm not too crazy for it because it's such an awkward spot. Like, it could have been on his chest or something, or somewhere. And also, like, I don't know. Like, I know that they're doing the whole thing, but I hope that Nightmare Family thing, I hope that logo, like, stays as his logo. Because I think that logo is only new. I think it's new for AEW. I know he's always been going as the American Nightmare, Ring of Honor and stuff. I don't remember him having, like, an actual symbol that represents it. So, I hope it sticks because, now that that's a tattoo, you can't, like, change your gimmick later next year and have some other new group or new stable or new whatever. Like, you got that now. So I hope that he knows what he's doing and he's committing to, like, the Nightmare Family and the Nightmare Collective or whatever with that symbol being his permanent symbol. Like, I don't know. Cody's doing all kinds of weird risks. He really is leaving it all out there in the ring, isn't he? So anyways, all of us voted for Cody. I'm not sure who voted for MJF. You know what? I'm not sure. I think Jack Knives either did or didn't. I forgot. But I was in the team of Cody, and I was surprised. So, first of all, the thing I had against it is because MJF so far has not shown any, like, actual impressive in-ring skill. He's usually in tag matches, so he doesn't really do much. His only solo match I've seen was a Brandon Cutler. Not very impressive. Just the typical, body slams and slaps and chops and, disrespect or whatever. And, I mean, he's great in the mic and all that, but I haven't seen anything impressive. But, yeah, he pulled out all the stops. He did a good job. He did a couple of impressive moves and holds here and there during the match. So it wasn't like a complete thing. Like, yeah, at first, MJF was a coward. He wanted to run away. He was in the crowd. He was, like, telling Cody to come on, right where he wants him, of course. And, of course, Wardlow's out there. But Cody's like, nah, you get back in the ring. And everyone's like, coward. So, of course, you have to come in. So, yeah, him and Cody fought it out. Lots of, fists throwing around and everything. MJF did manage to cheat, jab him in the eyes, get some moves in, get a couple of power slams here and there. To his credit, did survive lots of Cody's moves in offense. That was pretty cool. Apparently, Cody broke his toe sometime during the match, so MJF actually took off his boot and bit down on his toe. So, yeah, something for you wrestling guys out there, biting down someone's toe. I don't care if it's a weakness or not, but holy shit, yo. And, yeah, in the end, Cody had Wardlow down and out. I'm sorry, MJF down and out. MJF, got cut open somehow. He got bloodied up. Like, I miss what the fuck happened that he got cut open. I do know that Wardlow tried to interfere. Brandy like got in his face or whatever, so Wardlow actually like picked her up like he was gonna slam her, and Cody was telling him to be like, yo, hey, whoa, put her down, hey, and whatever. And the referee had enough, so the referee actually got rid of Wardlow and everything. I think that happened. Cody was trying to kick Wardlow, but Wardlow got out of the way, and Cody accidentally kicked Arn Anderson in the face and send them down. So that was, so obviously with Cody being distracted and shit, watching like, whoa, yo, you okay, and everything, MJF got some more moves in there, and Wardlow got some more moves in there. So it was pretty crazy. But anyways, in the end, Cody had MJF down, and he actually took off the belt and gave him a belt lash. And I knew there was a spot like that coming. There had to be something after making Cody endure 10 belt lashes for this match to even take place. And I like how he had like one, belt smack, and the ref wanted to take it away, and Cody's like, one more, just give me one more, and he made that one count before throwing the belt away. And so MJF starts cowering in the corner and crying, oh my God, please forgive me, and crying or whatever. And Cody's like, what? And like MJF starts hugging him or whatever, and Cody's just like not quite buying it. But either way, MJF still spits in his face, and Cody gets pissed. Cody hits him with the crossroads twice. He wants to do it again like a third time, but then MJF like hits him he hits him in the knee or something, and then clocks him with the ring because he still has the ring. And I was surprised. I was like, holy shit, Cody was down, Cody was out, and MJF was so worn down that he literally like collapsed on top of Cody, but he knew he would fall on him, so he clocked Cody, collapsed on him, and with Cody being down and out, it was 1, 2, 3, and I was like, holy fucking shit, MJF won, god damn, MJF won, holy fuck, where does Cody go from here, holy shit. And I was very surprised. I really thought that it was going to be like Cody's big moment to get some payback. He did. But I wasn't counting MJF actually beating him, I thought if Cody was going to... I mean, there was some Wardlow shenanigans here and there. But in the end, it was just MJF himself clocking him with the ring and everything. But, wow. And also, I'm surprised that the match went on for so long. I was expecting it to be somewhat shorter. Because what were you expecting? I was expecting MJF to run around... Wardlow to hit Cody, MJF to kind of take advantage of him, and then, Cody turns it around and wins. I was expecting it to be, all drawn out, and blood involved, and Wardlow, with Brandy, and Cody kicking Anderson, all that shit. I was not expecting all that to happen, so that was a pretty interesting match. And, I'm surprised. I was Team Cody, but, MJF won. Damn. So, then we have... Orange Cassidy going up against Pac in singles match, because for whatever reason Orange Cassidy kept getting in Pac's space or whatever, and that led to this match here. And the best friends were there, but they were just rooting for Orange Cassidy. I like how Orange Cassidy has no theme song. It's the best friend's theme song. You can kind of say it's because he's too lazy to have his own theme song. That's kind of funny. So, Orange Cassidy versus Pac, and it was a pretty interesting match. It was pretty funny. At first, Pac was making fun of him and everything, until Cassidy started doing flips and shit, and throwing them down, doing those, fancy spin things, and throwing down on the floor, and jumping off the ropes and shit. So Pac was fucking surprised, well, what the fuck, what the hell just happened, and everything, and that was pretty funny. So Pac was not expecting Cassidy to actually, do all that shit. So, so Cassidy, it was so weird because he would still keep, that level of laziness and still try, so to speak. And it was funny. And what I found funny was, Cassidy and Pac, they were doing those little kicks, little kicks that Cassidy does, the super devastating kicks, and Pac played along. It was so funny. He was kicking them, and then Pac kicked them. Like, they actually traded the kicks because Pac was kind of, like, humoring him and stuff. But by the time Cassidy was trying to wind up for, like, the big kick, Pac had enough and slammed him down. So then they had the thing where Cassidy was, like, down and out. So Pac was grabbing in position to do the Black Arrow and everything. But, like, Cassidy would just roll away, and Pac would grab him, put him back in there, and he would keep rolling away. He would just keep rolling here or rolling out of the ring or whatever to avoid being in the, position for the Black Arrow, and just like, what the hell. So, yeah, it's a pretty good match. I just like the whole thing with Orange Cassidy. He's over as fuck, and I know the gimmick doesn't work for everyone, but I just love how everyone participates. They really get into it. He's a guy that's barely doing anything. And I love it because, like, the match started, and he's just standing there, just doing the whole thing where he puts his hand in his pockets. And he's not doing anything yet. And the crowd is like, this is wrestling! This is wrestling! And stuff like that. And this is awesome! This is awesome! Like all that shit. They were, like, doing all the chants and cheers as if this was, like, the most epic, most legendary match of all time and everything. It was just so funny, man. So, in the end, Cassidy was trying to attack Pac a couple of times and go up in the rope and finish him off with some kind of off-the-rope move that we never got to see because Pac kept interrupting. And unfortunately, there's some, like, shenanigans. For whatever reason, the Lucha Bros, I guess they got a thing going with them, but the Lucha Bros came in and started attacking the hell out of the best friend. So while they're fighting it out and attacking each other, whatever, Orange Cassidy was distracted. And of course, we all saw it coming. He's distracted. So when he turns around, Pac grabs him, slams him down, and gets him in the, he got him in the brutalizer. 1, 2, 3, or actually no, because it's a submission move. But yeah, I don't think Cassidy actually tapped. He just passed out, so he took a nap, But Pac got him. Pac won. Everyone booed him and everything, but he still loved the match. And I just love. I mean, the thing that got me going was, like, they didn't even do anything yet, and they were already chanting, "This is awesome," and "This is wrestling." That made me laugh. When I heard "This is wrestling," that made me laugh like fucking hell. So that was crazy. That was insane. I mean, Orange Cassidy is the most over guy ever. And I think all of us voted for Orange Cassidy. We were all surprised that Pac actually won. And I don't know what they're going to do from there. If they're going to keep going, or if Pac's going to, well, not Pac, but if Orange Cassidy's going to have more matches with other random people. But hey, it's about time he got into a match, right? And show off his thing. But he's like the most over guy ever. So anyways, now for the big one. Okay. Someone commented on my video, so thanks. And anyways, now for the big one here. I don't even need the phone anymore. But, oh my god, it is so crazy. Okay, so this is the big one. This is the main event. This is Chris Jericho, Le Champion of AEW, going up against Jon Moxley for the AEW Championship. And yeah, it's been a long feud going on with these two. Well, mostly because Jericho was trying to convince Moxley to join the Inner Circle. They both hated Cody. They both wanted to, like, cause destruction in AEW and whatever. He actually, like, got him a Inner Circle shirt, which I still want, by the way. And the keys to some super duper expensive car or whatever. And Moxley apparently said yes. He joined them and everything. He joined them. But then he, like, came up. He showed up later that night with the Inner Circle shirt and stuff. I'm talking about Dynamite, by the way. And he grabbed a little bit of Bubbly, and he had the audacity to hit Jericho in the face with his own Bubbly. And then that's when Jericho took off a spike from his jacket that's got little spikes on it and actually jabbed his eye. Like, holy shit. So that's how he ended up with the eye patch now. And there were lots of matches here and there with the eye patch. And eye patch, Moxley actually poked the eye of one of the guys from Pride and Powerful. So that was the match between those two. And of course, Jericho and Moxley had a face-off at the weigh-in. So they had their little moments here and there. So now it all culminates here. And oh my god. I mean, Moxley came in, all cool, ready to fight. But Jericho, oh shit. They actually had, like an orchestra, an actual orchestra of women, like I guess almost like choir women singing like a more, I guess, kind of sort of choiry version of the Judas song, and it was so awesome. And it was like, holy shit, man. So they're like singing the song, and it's so epic because I mean, most of us fans know it by now. We heard it so many times that like me and Chuck and our other friend there, we were all singing along, and I'm sure that we were not the only one singing along to that song and everything. And if I was merciless, I would sing it for you guys now, but I don't want to kill like your eardrums and lose what little subscribers I have left. But that was amazing. At first I was confused. I'm like, what are these ladies doing here? They start singing. I'm like, oh, I know what they're doing. And we were like, holy shit, you know. So, of course, the Champion comes out with his actual song and everything. And, you know, he's got the whole Inner Circle gang, Hager, Guevara, Pride and Powerful guys, which are Ortiz and Santana there. And they're all coming down and everything. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting match. Once it actually started, of course, both men were just slugging the fuck out of each other. They were all beating each other up and everything. And of course, whenever they could, they would target the eye. Moxley got kind of sliced up here, so he got kind of injured here with the eye. That was kind of, you know, it was bleeding badly, so it was kind of getting in the way. The other guys, as you would imagine, would get in there. Tito's and why do you say Tito? Ortiz and Santana would get in there. Hager would try to get in there and everything. And, yeah, it was a pretty intense match there. It was actually one of the more physical matches for Jericho. Jericho has been in a lot of tag matches. This one he actually did, like, go to distance. He did do, of course, the Walls of Jericho. But not before Moxley tried to do the Walls of Jericho on him first. And I was like, holy shit. And it was, like, so epic because, like, Jericho was fighting not to tap. He was, like, you know, and it was like, holy shit, can you imagine him losing the title by, like, submitting to his own move? Like, holy shit, that would have been, like, an all-time low, you know. But, yeah, he still powered through, and he got Moxley in his own, you know, Walls of Jericho and everything. But that was pretty intense. So, there was also a clever moment where the referee had enough of that shit. The female, I think her name is Aubrey Edwards, she had enough of that shit with all the outside interference, so she kicked them all out. She sent away the Pride and Powerful and Jake Hager, get your fucking asses out of here. So they left, and while they're leaving, because it was just those three, while they're leaving, Guevara still comes in and clocks Moxley, and then he just runs out like into the crowd and shit. So it's like, you know, so it was like so quick before she could see him and say anything about it. So damn, you know. And, yeah, so despite all that, it was a pretty intense match. And this part here, I shit you not, I actually saw this coming. I just didn't see this coming, like, tonight. Like, I actually mentioned it in the predictions with Chuck Rodriguez, but I was saying that whenever the time comes that they reveal, you know, because, you know, the eye patch got to come off sooner or later, you know, that whenever they reveal that Moxley's eye is better, he was going to fight in the match with the eye patch and then, like, take it off to show off that, hey, he was faking it or whatever. And that's what happened here. So Jericho poked his other eye, so he would be, you know, basically just blind in both eyes. And Jericho goes, hey, what's wrong? Hey, you know, can't see me? What's wrong, yo? You know, whatever. You know, taunting him and stuff. And you got Moxley, like, swinging at the air because he doesn't know where Jericho is or whatever. And then, as he falls to the ground or whatever, Moxley takes off his eye patch and winks, you know, showing off that, hey, his eyes are just fine. So he starts attacking Jericho. He grabs him. And, yeah, he actually avoided the Judas effect and everything. He grabbed Jericho with the paradigm shift. And I was like, oh, shit. And then, like 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, no! Like, all of us were like, holy shit, because the champion has been defeated. And we're like, oh, God, is this the end of the Bubbly? Is this the end of the Bubbly? But we were so surprised. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if there was going to be, like, a big rematch later or something had Jericho still won. But I was surprised that he lost tonight. And like I said, I was expecting Moxley to kind of pretend his eye was bad and take off his eye patch and whatever. But not tonight or, you know, last night. Like later, I don't know, at Double or Nothing or something. But I was like, oh, wow, I am so surprised. So Moxley, Jon Moxley is the brand new AEW champion, And he had a little promo there saying, did it for all of you, for all the people out there, this is for you guys, for the fans, and all you guys, whoever wants this belt, step up, and all that stuff. Just line them up, I'll mow them down, the typical Moxley there. But yeah, that's the thing. So everyone's talking about Moxley, about who's he gonna face next, and blah 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 blah. I don't really know. I actually want him to just face, have a couple of normal matches, defend the title, just do what Moxley do best, and before he has that big guy that will be his next feud. But oh, I do see someone on here, but I'll hey Juan Gomez. But what I do want to say is, for Jericho, though, I don't know what's next for Jericho. I really want an Inner Circle shirt before. I don't know if they're going to disband or not. I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know, because the other guys are pretty cool. Hager finally got a match now. Guevara, his star really rose, now with being part of the group here. And, Tito Santana can still be there. I don't know if they're going to follow Jericho that much because he's no longer Le Champion. I kind of expect, of course, I don't want Moxley to lose the title so quickly, but I kind of expect that, in other matches, Jericho and his buddies will still try to interfere. They'll still try to fuck with him to see if they could, cause him to lose the title. Maybe they could build up a feud between Hager and Moxley, but of course the other guys are still there to gang up on him. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the rematch rules are here. I don't know if Jericho can get a rematch or not or whatever. But I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see this Wednesday what happens to Jericho, just to see what happens to him, just to see if I don't know. I mean, obviously he's not the champion anymore. Obviously the Bubbly stuff is already passed. But what about the Inner Circle? I really want an Inner Circle shirt before they're gone. But that's the thing. What about the Inner Circle? I'm very curious about them. Hager especially needs more character because all he is the muscle of the group. The other guys, I mean, Tito Santana could just be tag teams on their own. And Guevara's already been on his own before. Now he can be on his own with a bigger star in his back. But Hager's basically still the muscle. He probably still needs more matches before he can stand out on his own. So I'm hoping that the Inner Circle can still be together for a while, but they might just turn on Jericho. I don't know. They might actually turn on him and everything. We'll have to find out. But I just hope it lasts just a little bit longer, because I don't know about Jericho though. Who's he gonna feud with next? He already had feuds with Cody. He already had, of course, a feud with Moxley. He already had. I mean, the All In, the first one, it was a feud against Kenny Omega. So he already had his feuds against Kenny Omega, against Cody, and against Moxley. I guess the only person left possibly Pac or someone else. I don't know. I'm very curious. I just really hope that, I know Jericho won the title to really help, promote the brand, get people talking. Like him or hate him, Jericho being the champion helped AEW be what it is and get that fame and everything. But, I'm not sure what he's going to do now. I don't want him to just, leave and be okay, I did my stuff, I'm out, I still want him to be in AEW. I think he's actually one of the bookers behind the scenes of AEW between Cody and him. But, I don't know. I want some new feud or something. Please, don't let Jericho go. Don't let him go just yet. I want him to do something. And maybe have a feud with the Painmaker makeup. That'd be kind of cool. But we'll see. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here. This is my part for the Marks Out Wrestling Aftershock reviews. Reviews on AEW Revolution. I may or may not do another recording with Jack Knives. I'll find out about that. But I will post a link below to our recording we had together for the predictions and everything. And maybe the LBRY link to the one with Chuck Rodriguez for comparison's sake. But yeah, we'll see what happens next. I can't wait for Wednesday. We'll check it out. And yeah. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time for Mark's Out Wrestling Aftershock reviews were still real to me. See you next time.